I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone, and I'll throw out my reminder that if your cell phones are loud and proud, please put them on silent. Thank you. Bobby, roll call, please.
Jessica Mead. Here. Andy Mary.
Yep.
Noel Deep. Mary Newfeld.
Here.
Danny Pyatt.
Here.
Danielle Yushka.
Here.
J.D. Schrader.
Oh, and I forgot to accept.
Jeannie Long. Here. And Mike Boldy.
Here. Oh. We once again have a quorum present, so this is a legal meeting. We will be looking for a motion on the consent agenda.
I move the board approve the minutes of the January 29, 2019 meeting, financial reports for January 2019, consideration of current bills, check number 9681 to 9754, in the amount of $106,754.46. ACH is number 181900811 to 1819929, in the amount of $831,065.79, and one wire transfer in the amount of $15,095.37, for a total of $915,915.62.
Okay. Motion from Mr. Meary, second from Ms. Long to approve the consent agenda items. Any questions?
Quick question. The numbers there, is that
Yeah.
just a typo, Bobby? The
Wow.
zeros in there?
The ACHs, because it's not the same amount of numbers.
181,900,
ACH,
11 to 181,929?
just got 2 extra zeros in it.
Or maybe one short, 2 zeros.
I
Good
can't
work
get
on
in there right now.
No,
I'm not looking at it.
there's ACHs there, they're 181900811 through,
Yeah, it's missing 2 zeros in the
it's
second
missing a
one.
couple zeros in the second one.
Okay.
So
It
that's
should
all
be-
that is, I
It should be
think.
181000929, yeah.
We'll amend that.
Thank you.
Just checking.
All right, cool.
Mary.
What? She's saying she's
All righty, any other questions? Nope. Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item 3, citizens and delegations. We've got nobody signed in. So apparently we'll move right along to item 4, student representative report. Mr. Deep.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Last week on Wednesday and Thursday, the juniors took the ACT and ACT work keys test. And on those days, seniors had an opportunity to finish their graduation portfolios if they did before. And the underclassmen participated in field trips to UW Green Bay and the school forest. As of today, most winter sports have come to a close for this year, except for basketball, which is playing tonight their regional playoff game against Wapaka. And if they advance, they're going to play on Thursday here. 3 gymnasts have advanced to state competitions, which will be in Madison soon. The boys who participated in state wrestling did very well. One of them took 2nd place. Spring sports meeting is tomorrow after school. And most spring sports are hosting open gyms, which are opportunities for spring athletes to participate and practice before the season starts. The forensics sub-district competition took place on February 18th. Everyone qualified for the district competition, which will be on March 16th. Solo and ensemble was this last Saturday. Many individuals as well as groups are advancing to the state competition down in Stevens Point on May 5th. Several shows are scheduled for the AHS Spring Musical Cinderella. They're the 2nd and 3rd weekends in March. And lastly, the German Club will be traveling to Germany on March 17th for 2 weeks, led by Mr. Woniger.
questions or comments for Mr. Deep since he's running off so fast? He's got musical practice. We understand. Nathan, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good practice. He did ask earlier to leave a little early because he had to get play practice, so that's all right.
I want to add, Mike, onto that solo ensemble in Merrill. Even though the weather was horrible,
Mary.
I was very impressed with the number of parents that were there. There was a lot of parents that was at the district solo ensemble. All of our kids did a great job. I got to see a lot of them while we were there, and I'm very proud of them.
Cool, thank you, Dave. Well, from that little high note, let's jump into the new business committee of the whole. So we're looking for a motion,
I
please.
move the board approve the minutes of the committee of the whole meeting on February 13th, 2019.
Second.
Second.
Mr. Pyatt beat you. Motion was by Mrs. Yuska. So, you've all had a chance to review the minutes. Any questions, comments?
No, pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward. All right. Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Very good. All righty. Let's go down to item 6, board action. Item A.
I move the board approve the long-term substitute rate with an increase from $150 to $175, effective February 25, 2019, which is the beginning of a pay period.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion from Mr. Pyatt, second from Ms. Newfeld. Discussion. I know we talked about it at the committee of the whole, and felt it was appropriate to do. Correct? Nobody's going to disagree? Good. Seeing that this is a monetary one, Bobby, let's do roll call vote for approval on this.
Andy Mary,
Yes.
Noel Deep, Mary Newfeld,
Yes.
Danny Pyatt,
Yes.
Danielle Yurzka.
Yep.
Jeannie Long.
Yep.
Jessica Mead
Yes.
and Mike Boldy.
Yes. Okay, great. Motion carries.
Bobby, I'm here too.
Oh, JD
Okay.
snuck in.
I'm voting yes.
Thank you, JD, for sneaking in. Alrighty. Let's move on to item B then, E-rate for 2019-2020.
Mark is here tonight, and even though both items are listed under E-rate, they are not related. Just so you know, the middle school gym audio upgrade is separate from E-rate, but Mark will address both of them.
So we're gonna do this as two separate motions?
Yes.
Okay, let's,
I'll start with
please, Jessica.
the- I move the board approve the middle school gymnasium audio upgrade from Soundworks Systems Incorporated in the amount of $13,998.
Second.
Motion for Ms. Mead, second for Mr. Pyatt, excuse me. Any discussion?
No, I think you explained everything at the
Explained
committee of
everything
the
pretty
whole.
well.
Working on it.
Bobby, once again, an expenditure, so let's do roll call.
Mary Newfeld,
Yes.
Danny Pyatt,
Yes.
Danielle Yurzka,
Yes.
JD Schrader,
Yes.
Jeannie Long.
Yep.
Jessica Mead,
Yes.
Andy Mary.
Yeah.
Mike Boldy.
Yes. Alrighty, now let's go to the second part of that for another motion, please.
I move the board accept the bid from Camera Corner Connecting Point for the purchase of 2 switches, 2 next generation firewalls, 12 Aruba wireless access points, 2 Aruba wireless controllers in the amount of $54,551, and managed internal broadband services in the amount of $10,000.
Second.
Okay, motion for Ms. Mead, second by Ms. Yuska. Any discussion on this one, or has Mark done such an exemplary job of explaining things that we don't?
You did great.
Amen.
Alrighty. Once again, Bobby, let's do roll call.
Danny Pyatt,
Yes.
Danielle Yurzka,
Yes.
JD Schrader,
Yes.
Jeannie Long,
Yes.
Jessica Mead,
Yes.
Andy Mary.
Yes.
No, Mary Newfeld,
Yes.
Mike Goldig.
Yes. Very good. That takes care of that. Item C. You're looking for motion, please.
I move the board approve depositing $2,000 into the HRA of any USDA certified staff member who declares retirement on or before March 15th of 2019.
I'll second.
Give it to Danielle, all right.
Second.
What was that?
Once again, motion by Ms. Mead, second by Ms. Huska. So,
Okay.
I know we had some discussion about this, and I think Tim was coming up with a number, and he came up with a number, so. Anyone else want to weigh in on it? Good with it?
I'm torn because he preferred to keep a teacher for 5 more years. He's thinking about retiring because we could really use their help when we're transitioning to 3 city schools, but at the same time, don't want to have to cut teachers if we can help it.
Yep. Let's do roll call.
Danielle Yurzka,
Yes.
JD Schrader,
Katie.
Hello?
JD,
Yes.
Jeannie Long.
Yep.
Jessica Mead,
Yes.
Andy Mary,
Yeah.
Mary Newfeld,
Yes.
Danielle Pyatt, or Danny Pyatt, I'm sorry,
Yes.
Mike Goldig.
Yes.
Folding.
Yeah.
What'd she call?
I have no clue anymore.
Folding.
Well, you did say in the previous meeting, you can't say names tonight, or
I-
remember them or something like
Yeah,
that, so why should
I'm
anybody?
I'm struggling.
Sorry.
Sorry. Done that kind
I owe
of,
you
anyway,
one.
motion carries.
I owed you one.
You did.
Alrighty, thank you everyone for getting us through that. Item D, asbestos abatement at the middle school. Be looking for a motion.
I move the board accept the bid from Environmental Plant Services Incorporated in the amount of $7,900 for the asbestos abatement project at the middle school.
Second.
It's-
Motion by Mr. Pyatt, second by Ms. So we'll get them straight.
How can there be such a difference?
Why is
Yeah.
it such a
Yeah,
difference?
Jake, explain yourself.
So we are planning this during spring break, which is a popular time for a lot of school districts. And we came to the conclusion that we had to do this at spring break. I did some checking with some companies to make sure that there was the availability of it. And as many of you probably know, Environmental Plant Services is owned by Gary Jaji, which is a former board member. So he assured me that he would be able to fit it in his time frame, so I felt confident bidding it at that time. Because as you can see, other companies like to gouge you when they can. And when you look at 25,000 compared to 8, that's what you get. So I did spot check with EMC, is a company that we contract with for a number of environmental things, not only asbestos abatement, but our MSDS or SDS as it's called now, and a number of safety related things. And they have the same contracts with a number of school districts, and he spot checked through his previous numbers. Cause as with anything, you kinda know what you're gonna pay per square foot of abatement. And Environmental Plant Services fell right in line with typical numbers. The other two are we don't really wanna do the job, but if you're gonna pay us this much to do it, we'll figure out how to do it, so.
Well, that's great.
This is, oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, where's the asbestos at?
At the middle school, maybe
Where
around
at?
the first floor and second floor of the third, or the 3-story building. So that'll be where 4th and 5th grade is coming in.
In the,
Flooring tile.
Yes, so it's flooring tile.
okay.
That was
There's none on
gonna
the
be my
third floor.
question, so thank you.
We have some up there, but we're not doing any remodeling up there. So,
Oh, okay.
this is in direct result of reshaping some classroom
Okay.
areas that we've discussed in the past.
Mhm.
So it's only that limited square footage.
Yeah, it's probably equivalent to 4 to 5 classrooms, so 4,000 to 5,000 square feet is roughly what we're
So do you tear that out and replace it all in spring break?
Tear it out in spring break, replace it after.
So there's
After
no-
school's off?
So what would be there?
No, we'll, during school time, we don't have any students, well,
Oh, there's no students in there.
there's very few classrooms that are being used on those 2 floors by plan, so that we could have time to remodel
yeah,
the
yeah,
spring
yeah.
there.
So you got it all scheduled out.
Yep.
Okay.
How's the work going there at the middle school?
Coming along, coming into a few hiccups, some things that we wish we could, make better and just certain, or aren't certain if we can afford it all yet. I know lighting upgrade is a big one. There's some dingy corners and hallways that we definitely want to brighten up if we can, but see how the summer progresses and, every flake of snow that falls is making that less attainable.
Take questions.
We'll see what we can do.
There you go. Alrighty, any other questions on the motion before it? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Overnight trips for girls softball and boys baseball. Be looking for a motion, please.
I move the board approve the overnight trips as presented.
I'll second
Okay, motion by Ms. Huska, second by Ms. Long.
How are those financed?
That's all their, isn't it their boosters, isn't it?
That's what I
And
was,
and your own money, I think.
that's what I was thinking, I
Yeah.
just wanted to verify.
Right.
No, I'm mildly confused about something. I was looking through these agendas, and for the Florida itinerary, it all makes sense until you get to the bottom, and it lists all the members of the girls softball team, along with their coaches. Then why is there a second one for also the girls to be playing in Boston?
That's the boys.
that. Yeah, there's 2 trips.
I understand, but I'm saying the Florida itinerary lists at the bottom of it, the members of the girls softball team
Oh.
and their coaches and chaperones.
And the boys.
The Boston itinerary does not have any reference to
Oh,
players and stuff,
chaperones.
the chaperones and stuff. So I'm assuming that what's on the bottom of the Florida itinerary
Goes
should
with the
actually be with
girls.
the Boston.
Right, that,
I just wanted to make sure I was viewing it right, because it looked to me like it was ended up being 2 trips for the girls team.
oh. And I'll have
So
to look
who's
at
going to
those.
Florida and who's on the?
Boys baseball team appears to be
Boys are
going
going
to
to
Florida,
Boston.
and the girls softball team is.
I think the
No,
girls.
No, vice versa.
Girls are going to Florida?
Yep.
So then it's okay?
So then the Boston says, paid by Antigo softball?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was softball was paying for some stuff, but
For-
that's for a baseball trip.
Can I interject?
Please
Somebody
do.
talk.
Thank you.
I don't know what's on there, so don't quote me, but our girls softball has gone to Boston before.
Oh, maybe
So-
this is the girls then.
So, I know the girls is it the same day?
No, this is
The
in
Boston
that.
itinerary is set up for starting on the 4th or the 5th of
They,
April. The Florida itinerary is the
Can you see
21st
the
of March.
attachments?
I can't, but I can look online. and
So
see.
that's why you're suggesting they're both
They could
girls.
both be softball, they had played at Boston before, to get
That's what I'm
games
saying,
in,
I
so-
was confused because when I saw that the motion to be presented was for boys baseball, girls softball, but it appears that the trips are both for softball.
Then,
I got
then
confused.
I wrote the motion
The
incorrectly,
agenda.
that's my fault.
The agenda item says
Or
boys
the
and
agenda,
girls.
yeah, the motion.
So they're
did
all
not be
girls.
correct.
So both trips
Both
are
trips
girls.
are girls.
I
Okay.
just assumed
Yeah, it
one
says
was
girls
boys.
softball and boys baseball, so yeah, that's what I kind of assumed too.
Are the boys baseball players taking a trip that we know?
Okay,
Oh,
I believe they plan on, they're not, I don't know if necessarily they're taking a trip, but I think they like go to Green Bay and they play like a game or two, and they
Didn't
They
he
do
used
go
to,
overnight sometimes.
he used to take them to Sun Prairie?
And they
Yeah,
go some
They were
prairie,
in
yep.
some
Yeah.
prairie last year.
Yep.
okay, so then these are both trips for the girls team.
I had to wait for the
All right.
snow.
so you
Maybe the
can,
girls are just more on top of it. That's
you can
Because girls are better.
amend the motion.
Well, the motion's fine, it's
Yeah.
just, the way the
Oh.
itineraries were worded, I was a little confused because of the board action thing.
And
so-
that is correct, Mr. Boldy, that, it does show on their schedule that they will be going to Woodside Sports Complex.
So it
in Lawson
is both
For the,
softball.
for the girls, yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate your looking into that, Matt.
Yep.
Alrighty,
Are you lobbying for your position of athletic director?
Sometimes when I look at it, it gets my,
Fingers crossed.
I'm happy where I'm at, Mrs.
good enough, okay. Well, thanks for straightening me out, I appreciate it. Any questions on the 2 overnight trips?
No.
And these are going to be funded by the softball organization themselves, their boosters? Wonderful.
Looks like, yeah.
That being said, there are no other questions. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. The overnight trips are approved. We hope they have a good time and enjoy themselves down there immensely. Item F, new hires. There is a motion there, so.
I move the board approve the change in employment status for Julie Dubrinska, moving her from an instructional aide to an elementary teacher.
Second.
Okay, motion by Ms. Newfeld, second by Ms. Huska.
So did she get her teaching certificate?
She did.
Yeah, she did.
At semester time, yes. As those of you know Julie, she was an instructional aide and first semester spent student teaching with Amelia Joswick. Did I say that right, Donna? At North Elementary in 4th grade, so she officially now has her own classroom.
Yay.
Cool.
And is slated to move with 4th grade to the middle school next year.
Who was in that classroom before?
They share, they combine classes with a
Oh, okay.
formal teacher and a student teacher. So now we split them.
So,
I'm sorry, you don't have to be sorry or neither necessarily.
so it says conditional on passing the pre-blood drug screen, but she was already our
Right.
employee, so did she
And-
do
Can we
that?
assume that she did?
Yeah, and that language is just.
Boilerplate.
It's always there.
Alright.
Cool. Any other questions on the new hire?
No, congratulations.
That being said, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. We welcome Ms. Dobrinska to the teaching staff. Wonderful that she could finish her degree and do all the good stuff. Item G, resignations. Motion.
I move the board accept the resignation of Cheryl Shuttlebar, food service, effective March 1st, 2019.
Second.
Okay. Any questions?
Where was she?
High school?
High school. Food service,
Food
high
service
school.
high school.
What?
You just took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, all
Yeah.
right, because I was like, okay, okay.
Alrighty.
Is she going to be replaced, or what's the?
I do not know. I would have to defer to,
Keep her moving.
drawing a blank.
Sarah
DeBoer. Thank you, Amy.
Oh, I was
Sarah
thinking
DeBoer.
Tim, I'm sorry.
I forgot for a second there myself.
What is happening?
It's February. That's all I'm saying. Alrighty. Any other questions about the resignation? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
I,
Aye. Those opposed, motion carries. Item H, donations.
I move the board accept the February 2019 donations from Mary's Berries in the amount of $300 for the Navoken School Forest Project. Chris Tarpey, real property donation, $1,650 for the Black Bear Rug for the Navoken School Forest Project, and Lynn Lake County Farm Bureau, $500 towards the Navoken School Forest Project.
I'll second.
Okay. Motion by Ms. Huska, second by Ms. Long to accept the donations. I only have one curiosity point, the Black Bear rug.
Yeah, I was curious.
I gotta
Hang it on
ask.
the wall?
He had it, and he wanted to donate it, hang it on the wall, so we wanted to recognize him for the value it was worth, so we asked him what he thought the fair value was.
That's fair market value for a
Yeah.
large black bear rug.
I haven't seen it, but yeah, it's full size, it's supposed to be pretty impressive.
You should take a picture and email it to us.
I will once I see it.
So
Absolutely
just
not.
along those lines, what's happening to the stuff at Pleasant View, the
So
taxidermy
the
stuff?
intention is to take it all there.
Take them all there?
We're, had some light conversation, I don't really know the direction we're going, but trying to either contact one taxidermy or multiple taxidermists to see if they would kind of assist in the moving and cleaning. Cause
They're
I'm
a
sure they
little
have that
dusty.
cleaned.
Yeah.
So we're
Vacuum.
kinda still waiting to get timeline before we approach them on that, but that would be the intent. I'm sure some of them are probably past their useful life, but
They've been there since I was.
we'll do
You
the
can
best
work
we
on
can.
the logistics out of it as best you
Is the
can.
mural still there? My sister worked on it.
We're gonna raffle them off for PBIS prizes.
No. Nice try.
Yeah. I don't want that coming
No.
up.
Do you remember when
Just
those
the
were
jackal.
I remember them putting on that, isn't it?
I actually got one from that.
Oh, really?
He gave it to
darn
me.
it.
It was side note.
Sits on the kitchen table.
Alrighty,
Right all over it.
oh, any other questions or comments on the donations?
I just
No,
want you to
just
know I
many
like it and
thanks.
use it.
Hearing
Yes,
none?
thank you.
Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries, and we thank our generous benefactors, no matter what it is they've given us, whether it be money or a large black bear rug. We appreciate each and every one of them. So that brings us to item I, which is confirming that the next official monthly board meeting will be held March 26, 2019, in this particular room at 6 p.m.
Dr. Deep did bring up changing that. Is anybody else interested in changing that? I'm probably not
That's
gonna
spring
be
break,
around.
right? Doesn't matter.
Is it the week of spring break?
It is the week of spring break,
Okay.
so. Because we thought maybe we'd take a long weekend, so.
Let's see,
You take that one.
You don't need it.
was there a date thrown out by anybody, or do we want to look at moving it up to the 19th, which is the week before?
I'm out that week.
You're out that week?
That whole week?
Well, that just throws that right out the window. Then I guess we leave it where it is for now.
Okay, I probably won't be there. If something changes.
Is that your official last meeting then?
He said you won't be here when that guy jumps out.
No.
Technically, I
Oh, no,
got the
you have
committee of the
one.
whole,
Committee of the whole.
In April.
Still,
March and
so
April.
we'll do it then.
Okay, good.
Shh.
That meeting wouldn't be appropriate for
Yeah.
the board meeting.
Can't
We'll
let
keep
that
that to
happen.
the committee of the whole.
So,
It's more
all right,
laid back
March
than-
20, next official monthly board meeting will be March 26, 2019, 6 p.m. this room. Motion to adjourn.
I feel like we're all squirrely today. Second meeting.
A motion, who's second?
Danielle.
Danielle. Motion from Danny, second from Danielle. Adjourn.
Be my shortest meeting.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. We're adjourned.